In what direction are we headed? What is our role in protecting this planet? Such questions can only be considered when we recognize the greatness of the human being. Perhaps it is time that we stop seeing the human being as the evil agent. I think we underestimate the innate abilities that we each do have. We have enormous power.
64,000 is the median number of words per book. Average person reads about 200 words per minute. Simple math will tell us that is one book in 320 minutes. To accomplish this in 7 days, numbers say you would have to read for 45 minutes a day. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification button, like, comment, and share. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Book of the Week series. Every week, as I read another amazing title, I share it with the world. My name is Igor S.F. Walker, and today we look at The Hidden Messages in Water by Masaru Emoto and David A. Tyney. So how about you slow down and relax? Reduce all that noise for just a bit. Make that choice and decide to listen. In this video, we look at a classic. Internationally renowned Japanese scientist Masaru Emoto shows how the influence of our thoughts, our words, and our feelings on molecules of water can positively impact the earth and our personal health. So stick around till the end. I will share with you some tools I do have and use that will help you tremendously in this game of life. Discover a way to find out what actually motivates you, what innate human need is driving all of your decisions and your behavior. I will share some tools to improve your self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and relationship management. The average human body is 70% water. We start out life being 99% water as fetuses. When we are born, we're 90% water. And by the time we reach adulthood, we are now 70%. If we do die of old age, we probably are at 50% water. In other words, throughout our lives, we exist mostly as water. Water in a river remains pure because it is moving. When water becomes trapped, stagnates, it dies. If we consider that before we became human beings, we actually existed as water, we actually get closer to finding the answer to the basic question of what a human being is. If we have a clear understanding of water, we will better understand the human body and even unlock the mystery of why we were born and exist as we do. So just what is water? Your first answer might be that it is a life force. More now than in the past. The medical community has begun to see water as a transporter of energy. And it is even being used in the treatment of illness. Homeopathy is one such field where the value of water is recognized. To understand water is to understand the cosmos, the marvels of nature, and life itself. Water is the mirror of the soul. It actually has many faces formed by aligning itself with the consciousness of human beings. What gives water its ability to reflect what is in people's souls? In order to answer that question, I would first like to make sure that you do understand this fact. Existence is vibration. The entire universe is in a state of vibration, and each thing generates its own frequency, which is unique. Our eyes can see objects, but they cannot see vibration. You're talking with someone in a room. The mood is warm, friendly, and free-flowing. Then, another person enters the room. The moment they open the door, you notice a change in the atmosphere. And now, instead of warmth filling the room, the space is encased in a dark and cold mood. What I do want you to think about is why the mood in the room changed the moment the door was opened. Human beings are also vibrating, and each individual vibrates at a unique frequency. Each one of us has the sensory skill necessary to feel the vibrations of others. All things vibrate, and they vibrate their own frequencies. When you understand this, you will significantly broaden your understanding of the universe. With this understanding, your eyes will open to things you have never seen before, things previously pushed to the back of your consciousness. And these discoveries, these feelings, will actually give new life to your soul. The fact that everything is in a state of vibration also means that everything is creating sound. The natural world is indeed well designed. Everything is in balance. And as sound is created, there is a master listener to receive the sound. And it is water. Water is so sensitive to the unique frequencies being emitted by the world, essentially and efficiently mirrors the outside world. But how can we interpret the phenomena of crystal formation being affected by words written on paper and shown to the water? The written words themselves actually emit a unique vibration, and the water is capable of sensing it. Water faithfully mirrors all the vibrations created in the world and then changes these vibrations into a form that can be seen with the human eye. A crystal formation. When water is shown a written word, it receives it as a vibration and then expresses the message in the specific shape, specific form. Water exposed to the words "thank you" formed beautiful geometric crystals. No matter what the language. Water exposed to "you fool" and other degrading words resulted in obviously broken and deformed crystals. The words gratitude and love form the fundamental principles of the laws of nature and the phenomena of life. Therefore, water emits natural form, and it is required to create the hexagonal form. By contrast, words such as "you fool," they do not exist in nature. They're instead unnatural elements created by people. Words that revel, that harm, that ridicule are actually the result of the culture created by humans. It is likely that only vibrations of love and gratitude appear in nature. An observation of nature shows this to be true. The most important revelation, is that of resonance. Sounds of the same frequency resonate. This can be understood by making use of a tuning fork. You know, the Y-shaped instrument used to tune a pitch of an instrument or pitch of a voice. When a tuning fork is hit with a rubber hammer, creating a la sound, and a singer responds with a la, the tuning fork and the voice create a single frequency sound wave. Now this is called resonance. When one side creates a frequency and the other side responds with the same, it resonates. And it is said that like attracts, and it would appear that vibrations attract and interact with each other. The greatest secret of Japanese martial arts is referred to as winning without fighting. This essentially means avoiding resonating with the enemy. To fight and win results in resonance with the enemy. And so the level of the relationship is very low. When frequencies are fundamentally incompatible, they cannot resonate. Humans are the only creatures that have the capability to resonate with all other creatures and objects found in nature. We can speak with all that exists in the universe. We can give out our energy, and we can also receive energy in return. However, this ability is a two-edged sword. When people act out only on their own greed, they actually emit an energy that serves to destroy the harmony within nature. Water is something so common that we seldom pause to think about it. Although we drink it, we wash with it, we cook with it every single day of our lives. Few people spend much time seriously thinking about water. But there's probably nothing more mysterious. Indeed, water is the force that creates and gives life. Without water, particles wouldn't mix together or circulate even. Water created chaos on Earth, and it also gave birth to order, resulting in a planet overflowing with life. It is an ancient belief that where there is water, there's life. Water is the mother of life, while also being the energy of life. Joan S. Davis of the Zurich Technical University has conducted research into river water for some 30 years in Switzerland. And then she refers to it with the expression of wise water. By contrast, she refers to water that has recently fallen as juvenile water, in the process of falling to the earth, seeping into the ground, and then emerging. Water actually obtains information from various minerals and becomes wise. After 30 years as a professor, Joan has actually retired from the university now, and now she conducts her own independent research to give you positive or negative attention, to give it to something. In a way, is a way of giving energy. The most damaging form of behavior is withholding your attention. I think that this rice experiment, love, hate, and no attention with the rice, has the potential to teach us a very important lesson. We must take care to give our children our attention and to talk with them. Speaking words of kindness and love should begin from the time of conception. The importance of being positive cannot be underestimated. Positive thinking will strengthen your immune system, and it will help to set you moving towards recovery. A fact that the medical community is starting to finally wake up to. There's also an increase in interest in holistic medicine, not only treating the symptoms of the illness, but overseeing the patient's lifestyle, psychological well-being. The days of believing only that which can be seen by the naked eye have passed. We are now starting to open our eyes to the importance of the soul. The human body is essentially water, and consciousness is the soul. The love and gratitude crystals actually look more like the gratitude crystals than they do love crystals. What this indicates is that the gratitude vibration is more powerful and actually has a greater influence. Love tends to be a more active energy, the act of giving oneself unconditionally. By contrast, gratitude is a more passive energy, a feeling that results from having been given something, knowing that you have been given the gift of life. and then reaching out to receive it joyously with both hands. The focus of the human race has been drawn away from that which cannot be seen and towards the obvious physical world. And in order to make as much of this physical world our own, as much as possible, we have cut down forests, we have fought back deserts in an effort to ensure the supreme domination of our culture. Such advancements by human society, they may indeed be the result of love for our families, for our countries. But as long as we continue to live our lives based on this strategy, there will be no end to conflict. The history of the 20th century was the history of fighting and of warfare. What the world needs now is gratitude. We must begin by learning what it means to have enough. We need to feel gratitude for having been born in this planet so rich in nature, and gratitude for the water that makes our lives possible. Do we really know how wonderful it is to be able to breathe in a big breath of clean, fresh air? If you open your eyes, you will see that the world is full of so much that deserves your gratitude. And when you have become the embodiment of gratitude, think about how pure the water that fills your body will actually be. And when this happens, you yourself will be a beautiful, shining crystal of light. Vibration exists in our life. They exist not in our three-dimensional world, and not in the unseen world of a different dimension, but in a middle world. When something occurs on the earth, in no matter what world, water is the first to detect it and then relay this new information to us. Our lives are made possible by the movement of an unseen energy. Therefore, I would hope that we will always be aware of this and pay attention to those around us, and then pay attention to things going on around us. This is something that is very important. This is because the act of looking at something actually has an effect on it. Everyone seems to be aware of this, but we do not put it into practice. At home, parents need to pay attention to their children. This is the same thing. Whenever you do sit in front of water and send out messages of love and gratitude somewhere in the world, someone is being filled with love and gratitude. You do not need to go anywhere. The water right in front of you is linked to all the water in the world. The water you're looking at and will resonate with water everywhere, and your message of love will reach the souls of all the people of the world. A very important issue is test repeatability. Many times we have seen that the crystal formation depends on the observer's consciousness. When water samples are put into petri dishes, usually 50 samples, the resulting crystals differ depending on how the water is handled and on the thoughts of the researcher. The conditions of the 50 samples of water change moment by moment, so it may be practically impossible to control all of these factors to the point where we can say scientifically all the conditions are equal. However, approach has been to get as close to these conditions as possible. Water crystals change depending on thoughts and even the health of the observers. Perhaps one area in which research into water crystals can be most helpful is the prediction of earthquakes. It is believed that water is capable of detecting a forthcoming earthquake earlier than any other substance. I suspect that water crystal technology will in the future be shared by all humankind. However, this could also be a double-edged sword, like with any other technology. Our bodies are mostly water, so life cannot continue without it. But we cannot forget that water also has the potential to wash away civilization and cause destruction. It all depends on what's in our souls. The human soul has the potential to bring happiness to the world, but also to bring pain. This is a fact that water crystals clearly reveal. Gratitude is the creator of a heart filled with love. Love leads the feelings of gratitude in the right direction. As the water crystals do show us, gratitude and love can spread throughout the world. We all do have an important mission to make water clean again and to create a world that is easy and healthy to live in. Over the centuries, humankind has constantly robbed from the earth and left it ever polluted, the history of which is recorded by water. Now, water is beginning to speak to us, to water crystals. It is telling us what we need to know. Starting today, we must begin to carve out a new history. Water is carefully and quietly watching the direction that we do take, the direction that you take at this very moment, and watching over all of us each day. Your liver filters 200 liters of water and sends this purified water to the other organs in the body. Considering this, it's not hard to imagine that the earth plays a vital role in purifying the water circulating in the solar system and then returning it to the universe. Then, whose responsibility is it to purify this water that has arrived onto the earth? It is ours, humankind's. And this is because we are ourselves water. Having been born here, we all have the responsibility to purify the water on earth. We live our short lives on this planet, and then we set out on a journey into the universe. I'm not sure how this process works, but we can leave this up to the laws of the universe. And there you have it, The Hidden Messages in Water by Masaru Emoto. Please do help out. It is easy. Simply like this video. Like it so more people can enjoy it. Share it. Share it too and spread the word. Leave a comment and share your thoughts. Start a conversation. Subscribe to my channel. Stay up to date. You know how to do this, where to click. The link to this book is in the description below. Buy it. Read. Learn. Never stop learning, especially learning about yourself and nature. So gift yourself by taking the free human needs test on my website and find out what actually motivates you. What innate human need is driving all of your decisions and your behavior. And if you feel you are ready to improve your self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and relationship management even further, do check out my Master of Life Awareness program. The links are in the description below. Thank you. Love and respect.